sorry, y'all. Welcome back to Solidified, the show where we don't care if we get into a little trouble. We just let them opinions fly. It's your boy King Shiz.
It's your man Ali the Great.
And it's Lola B.
Oh, you know I got to do my
Hey,
we got a special guest in the building.
Special guest
Hey, man.
alert. Special guest
it's the
alert.
West Side. It's the West Side Lil Child, man. Troy Lyricz. So
Ooh.
I like how everybody got their little, their little slogan.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
He said the West Side.
West
Love
Side
Child.
Love
Yeah.
Child. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, we're going to have a little fun with you today, man.
Okay.
Throw
I'm
a
all
couple
for
of curveballs, couple questions at you just to let the people know who you are.
Let's do it.
So, first off, we always just like to start it out by saying, tell us your story, man. How'd you get into music?
So with me, I always been the kid that was singing at the family functions, the church events, and the graduations and talent shows at all the recreation centers. Like if you're from my side of town, you're familiar with Adamsville Recreation Center.
Okay.
I did a couple talent shows there for the summer camps and stuff like that, and just stuck with it, man. Yeah, just stuck with it. I was a kid myself, and I was singing, and stuck with it. And I was a big fan of Donnell Jones.
Hey,
that's my dude. Yeah, so yeah, man. And of course,
Usher.
Say
what?
Yeah, exactly, man. So I stuck with it, man, and just started recording.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
DB trying to have a concert already.
She already.
When you hear Donnell Jones, you get excited, man.
I got excited.
Because he's an underrated artist, so
He is. They need to put some respect.
Hey, but that where I want to be is like top 5, top 10 R&B.
It's a gem.
Yes, the whole album. Yeah.
Got you. We got you. So tell us about some of your inspirations. I know you said Donnell Jones, right? But some of your inspirations in the game.
My inspirations in the game, I would go other than Donnell Jones, man. I would go with Lyfe Jennings.
Yes,
Lyfe Jennings, very talented writer, man. His delivery, you can just feel where he coming from.
Hey you.
Is that even the struggle in his voice, you know what I'm saying?
You
How he
just
delivers
looked
his
up
voice.
CD player.
Lyfe Jennings, and like I said, I gotta go with the Atlanta original Usher, man.
I knew you
Usher
were
was
about
my
to say
favorite
that.
as a kid.
How you know?
I don't know. I felt it in my spirit.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Usher is a GOAT.
What's your favorite Usher
You said Usher's the
My
GOAT.
favorite-
You
my-
heard that?
What?
He
He up there.
Yeah. I say he. Well, it can be multiple.
But you got, hey, you from the A,
notes,
so that's respect. That's
He's
fine.
one of
He's one of
the greats.
It's
One
so
of the
many.
greats.
It's so
Nah, he's a
many
legend.
of them.
He's a
He's a
legend.
legend.
He's
Yeah.
definitely a
What's
legend.
your favorite
For
Usher
sure.
album?
My Way.
Yeah.
My Way. Confessions.
Oh, come back.
Yeah.
8701, all that.
Yeah.
He got classics,
I
man.
can't wait until he come back.
yeah,
though, man.
87.
I think he's gonna come.
What's the one with That's What It's Made For?
That's what it's made for. It's not
That's a
Confessions.
good one too. Nah.
It's
Well,
not,
is
is
it?
it Confessions?
I think that was the next
I
one,
don't
right?
think it was on
It's
Confessions.
not on Confessions.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's 8701. No.
No.
It's the.
Come on, R&B
I'm sorry.
directory.
Is
It
it?
is Confessions.
It is?
It
So
is.
we
It could be.
It is
It's on
Confessions.
It's on Superstar because Superstar's on.
Superstar. Yeah, Superstar.
Yeah.
Superstar. Simple Things.
Yeah.
Do it to me.
Do it.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an album after that came
That
after he had a
check,
joint
that
on.
check.
Check. Yeah. So you said My Way, right? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite song on My Way?
You taking that boy back.
Quizzing him.
Hey.
She likes it. My Way.
I gotta, even though it's kind of cliche, man. Damn.
So many of them.
It is. Slow. I want to say Nice and Slow, man.
He's like, I gotta roll
I want to
with
go with Nice and
That's
Slow.
classic.
Like I said, even though it's cliche, but
No, that song goes off.
but
the
that
one.
That is
record,
the one.
even to this day, you just put it in, man. I'm talking about J. Crew, even no matter what type of vibe you in.
That man had a movie for the video. You remember that? It was
yeah,
girl.
it
I
was a
don't know
movie.
if was it Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show. I can't remember who the legend
y'all throwing a
she
lot of
was on the
classics
video.
out, man.
But he saved her. He was doing kung fu.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Hey.
right. I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know if
did.
it was Fancy, but I remember that it was seemed
She
like this
played in
big
a lot of
budget video.
videos. She played in a lot of R&B videos.
She did. Low
though.
key. She
Those
did.
little 90s.
Yeah, she did. Low key.
Yeah, she was on. She was on for sure. So, okay. Dang, man. So if you weren't singing,
Okay.
what would you be doing?
If I were not singing,
Curveball.
if I would still be writing music.
Okay. Okay.
which is the ultimate goal. Like, man, I want to be able to write hits for your future artists.
Right.
But because I'm so in love with, but if I was just out of tune with music, what I would probably be doing, man, investing into home inspection and extermination.
That is so.
There you go.
He hit us with the.
He got the hustle. He said, "Look, I already got a business plan set up and everything for y'all."
If I was out of tune with music, like I was just not a music talented person, man.
Right.
Yeah, I would just be investing into home inspection and
Okay.
Because they're necessary.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get away from that. So it's gonna be lucrative. Yeah, it's gonna be lucrative because it's always gonna be necessary. So
it's true. That's true.
That's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you grew up singing in the church though?
I grew up singing in the church.
Who your favorite gospel artist?
There you go. Boom.
Smoking Norfolk.
Oh, okay.
That man. Okay. He was ready for you. Look at that.
Smoking Norfolk.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Him. Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp. He's pretty dope. But Smoking Norfolk, he's
all right.
Start having those moments when you're like, I don't want to leave nobody out that I love.
Right.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite gospel artist?
No, I don't have a favorite gospel.
Who's your favorite?
I don't have no favorites, man, but I love like digging in the crates for like samples and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so I just
as
be
far as
digging,
R&B, like a gospel singing art, I have a gospel rapper that I can say. Or I have a crew. They're called Cross Movement, and they were like.
Word.
You know, the rap group of my generation that was like, man, I feel like I'm gonna go to the altar right now. Like that was the things that they was spitting.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so they got a song called Free. Shout out to Cross Movement.
Okay.
But yeah, that's mine, but not as far as singers go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna check them out though for the samples.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I asked you.
How y'all feel about the Kanye album?
Are you talking about the one that
I mean,
just
they all
came
know.
out?
The new gospel thing he just Did y'all play on that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course we
Because
did.
I know we had Jesus is King, and then the
Jesus
fully
is Born.
gospel one is Jesus is Born.
Jesus is Born, yeah.
So are you talking about the Jesus is Born one?
Jesus is Born.
That boy
yeah.
gospelized SWV.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is that right? Did you hear
Crazy.
that?
I mean, it's Ye,
I know
man.
you heard it because
You know,
sound,
Ye is crazy. Like that's everything he do is good. So you know, sometimes I just be like,
everything he do is good.
except for the Ye album itself, like the self-titled one, I was like, but for the most part, he don't never let me down musically. But you know, we talk about Ye too much, so I don't want to go too far.
Right.
I didn't really care for the Jesus is King.
I thought Jesus is King was good. The one where he's rapping and he's
it wasn't
saying
bad. I just said it didn't speak
Jesus
to
is
me.
Born.
Did you hear the intro?
Yes, sir. Remember we did a review on it.
Yeah, but you know you don't be doing your homework all the time. Do you?
No, first of all,
I'm just saying.
I wish we could. We need to insert a playback. We need to insert a playback because you know I don't even like you coming for me like that because I had a list that day and I had particular.
She said I was prepared.
Yeah, I had notes that day and I had particular tracks that I was like, okay, this is cool. But ultimately, and I said this at the time as well, it didn't resonate with me. It didn't put me in that zone. I didn't.
I mean, I don't go back to it, but
I don't
you know,
because it didn't really do it for me.
I don't go back and listen.
That clips that I think is Choose This Gospel at the end where you got Pusha in the beginning, who's on the other side, you know, of the line, and then you got No Malice, his brother who's saved, and he's just like, hold on to your faith.
It was cool for sure.
Hold on to your brother when your faith's gone.
It was
dope to me.
A nice, well put together project.
It wasn't.
It just didn't move me. In particular,
it's Ye, man. His production always gonna be A1. So
and that's why he drags his feet 3 weeks after the expected release.
Did y'all see that video they said was him falling off the horse?
Yeah, I think it was.
Nah, Kim said that wasn't it.
Kim.
She was like, look, y'all don't fact check nothing.
Kim playing damage control now.
What happened?
I would have been okay. See, in the game.
It was a dude in the church with a horse.
That's publicity, right?
Inside of the church?
Yeah, he was riding on a horse in the church. And he fell off.
It's on the gram somewhere on
Twitter. He fell off the horse.
Somebody's story.
What? I didn't see that.
I'm gonna send it to you.
He's riding the horse, and the guy literally looks like Kanye.
He don't really look like Ye. He don't look like nobody.
With my eyes.
He don't look like nobody.
What I saw with my eyes.
It looked like Ye on a horse.
It looked like a dude with a bonnet on or something.
From what I saw with my eyes.
I don't remember seeing nothing on his head.
Yeah, I was like, I guess that ain't Ye.
One of y'all gotta tag me in that. I need to see that.
The bonnet on his
Bro had a bonnet on. You really didn't know who it was, but 50 Cent shared it, and the thing said Kanye fell off his horse.
Oh, you know he gonna. You know, come on.
50 trolling.
Shout out to 50.
Shout out to 50.
The ultimate troll.
I don't owe you no money, 50.
I'm
telling you.
Hey, I probably need to just so this thing right here can go viral a little bit. But
Power tomorrow night.
You know he be killing people. But yeah, oh yeah, shout out to Power. 3 episodes left.
We'll plug Power.
But it's all good. But yeah, man, you know. So let's just talk about your music, man.
Okay,
you know, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait too long, man.
Hey, let's get it.
Look, man. I don't know. What's some of y'all's favorites?
I love the main single right now. What's that?
Soulmationship.
I need a track list. I didn't come with my actual
Soulmationship.
That's
the joint.
So I don't be knowing names and stuff until I hear it like 75 times.
Just sing the song. Yeah, since you say you don't get the track list.
I don't know words until I literally hear a song like a
so does it sound like this? Making love on the west side. Making love on the west side. That wasn't one of them.
Yeah. And that's one of my favorites.
Look, you can tell what my favorite was.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, look, you pulled that one out because a lot of people sleep. I have like close people to me like, man, I love that song, but a lot of people's favorite is like Comfort Zone on the EP. So West Side, I rarely hear like, man, West Side is my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you was vibe, like the way you was singing that one, it was a super vibe. Like I feel like
super cool crew.
That's the one right there that I could be like, all right, shorty, come on. Right, that's the one. So I appreciate that for the list.
You in the whip, you in the crib, like
right.
I enjoy music like that, period. Like music you could listen to at any point. But once I kind of figure out that I like an artist's kind of overall vibe, there's not too much stuff I'm not going to like from them.
That's true.
If we vibe already, and you're consistent for the most part. Yeah. Whereas you don't have music that everything just sounds the same.
Right.
But in terms of just the vibe and stuff like that, if it's consistent, then I'm pretty much sold.
Yeah,
like there's not much that I'm not going to like.
That's
100%. I like Right Now.
Right Now, oh yeah. I slipped that one in on the slide. Like, man, I was.
So the EP
was
done.
Like, I was like, man, I really need something to kind of like tie it all together. You know what I'm saying? And the whole EP is just basically me going through emotions of like fighting against love. Niggas like, man, fuck a bit.
Right. We know that vibe.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
EP's name Love and War, by the way.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
That. Exactly. So yeah, like, you go through the emotions of fighting against love.
Right.
And then like, as a man, and when you mature as a man, you kind of realize, man, ain't nothing wrong with love.
And you can appreciate
and we need that.
Everything that comes from
it. Exactly. So
love is to be shared, not hidden.
My bro hit me with that earlier today, and I appreciated that.
I saw Sis, retweet something that somebody said about like hiding your love and being
I
private
could just relate
about
to it. That's not necessarily how I feel at the moment.
That's
it was
fine.
just relatable.
I get what the person was trying to say, right? Because when we break up or something goes wrong with that love, now it's public. Like everybody can see, like, oh, what happened? You ain't posting them in your pictures no more. That you done scrubbed your whole IG.
Right. So that was kind of the basis of it. So like if you keep your precious, your precious things
to yourself,
private, then you could take your L in private. You don't have to worry about speculation and judgment and things like that. But love is so beautiful, and it does.
That's what we're here for.
And it does deserve to be shared.
Right.
You grow from your mistakes in love, and people can see that as well.
Absolutely.
You can be strong enough to say, yeah, that one didn't work out, but it made me better for this next person.
No, absolutely. That's the type of person I've always been. I ain't never been on no fuck love shit. Like, no, seriously.
That's what. I adore you for saying that. Cause a lot of females now, man.
Like scorned and bitter.
They hard now, man. They hard now, man.
They gangster now, man.
There's still some soft ones out here. I mean, we gangster. We gangster too, though. Don't get me wrong. We gangster too, though. But
that's what he means. He's like, now this war.
It's a balance. You gotta have a nice balance. But
you're right.
Different people, different stages, different people come into your life for different lessons. It's just all, you can appreciate it because at the end of the day, you're gonna take something from it.
Exactly.
Regardless, whether it's something that you can be better about to maybe avoid in types of people that you date, or something you might gravitate towards, or something somebody just taught you. Like, you can always appreciate something.
And I'm old school, kind of going back on what you said about being private. I to a certain extent, I believe in that. But I do acknowledge the fact that we live in new times where things are in the public now. So a relationship that has balance, keeping things private and showing the world that this is what it's we good, like you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of relationships now. I feel like it's kind of advertised for the wrong reasons.
That's true too. It's really just for show. It's like, let's put, you want to have an image. I'm not gonna put it out there per se, but if we're gonna be, we're not hiding it. People are gonna see what they're gonna see. Let's show them a positive image.
Exactly.
Let's show them that it don't have to be all this drama and all this crazy stuff that's attracting negative energy and stuff like that. Like that, let's show them what it should. Let's show them what it should be about. Because it's successful relationships out here. So it's like, especially black relationships like often get stigmatized because it's always some drama or something messy, especially celebrities and stuff like that. So it's nice.
It's that love and hip hop spirit, man.
It's nice and it's refreshing, to see another black couple doing it. Like, okay, like they solid, like it can happen.
I'm with you 100%. I like Made Me Be. Yeah. That's why you said you're fighting love. I was like, that was like a perfect.
He's a track list man. You be having everything.
When I'm flowing and I'm vibing, that's the funny part, right? I talked to some of my friends about that, and I say that in this era, I know we talked a little bit before the camera started rolling about putting out like Lucy's. We call them Lucy's here on the Solidified Podcast, like singles, like how that's the marketing.
You know what a Lucy is. You went to the store, they give me a Lucy.
He like a cigarette.
He act like he ain't from the West Side. You know what a Lucy is.
It's a single, man. Let me get one. But just like in the past, like I would always talk to people about that, how people like singles. A lot of people like singles, and that's how your project gains momentum. But I'm the type of person that I just love to listen to a person's whole project.
DJ drop that shit.
So like, if I hear one on the radio and I'm like, nah, I like him. Like, I like her. I like whatever they're doing, whether it's rap or whether it's R&B, right? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill for a second. I don't want to hear nothing else. Let me wait till my project's coming out, blah, 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 etc. I'm like, so now I can hear how it all comes together. Like that whole cohesion that you're supposed to have for a project.
Hey, that's I agree with you on that. And being a artist that, like, I'm really a artist that I admire putting together a whole body of work versus just doing singles.
I see. Right.
Love War right now is out, but the world haven't heard it. So, I'm like I said, right now I do have 2 singles coming before I drop this 4-song EP.
There you go. That's fine.
This fall.
I'm ready for it too.
Yeah.
So, and I don't look. I might have kind of overstepped myself there and saying like I won't listen to them. I definitely will listen to them single songs when they're out. I just prefer like if I know, like say the person's talking about a release already, I'm like,
you just want to get the heat all at once.
Right.
I'm gonna listen to the song regardless.
But if it's
I'm gonna be just as excited. Like, I'm gonna listen to the singles, and then as soon as it come out, it's gonna be like I never even heard it, and it's still gonna be enjoyable for me.
That's good.
I'm eager. I want to hear it then and now.
Okay.
I'm a playlist dude, so I take them singles.
Yeah, okay, so
that's true.
Hey, I was just telling my homeboy, man, how y'all feel about like everything? It seems like it's a transition where people can put together their own playlist,
right?
And I kind of feel like it's like weeding out albums.
Nah, not for me.
You don't think? I mean, well, it's like it's like a playlist. You can put together your own personal album versus. I mean, you want to go check out.
What you mean, like artists or like the consumer?
Like the consumer putting together their own playlist.
Right. Yeah.
It's like their own personal album. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, but it's like at the same time, if I love you as an artist, when that album come out, I'm bumping the album, and then I'm gonna pull from that album what I like into whatever playlist I got for it.
That he already probably has for that artist too. Right. I've noticed he's done that with us. Like he'll drop something in our group chat and be like, here's the Party Next Door playlist or whatever it may be, and like, hey, you ain't really on to him yet?
So you're a Brent Faiyaz fan?
I love Brent.
That's
Brent.
I'm down with Brent.
Saunders for sure.
Yeah.
The Anderson .Paaks. Division.
Yeah.
The Paaks.
Division.
He made me go back and listen to Black.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he made me go back and listen to Black.
Hey, that
Black,
album,
my guy.
That album was hard.
Yeah.
Man.
What is it? East Atlanta Love
Letter? And the first one.
I think it's just self-titled.
The R&B game is crazy. Like how do you like stand out as an artist like in R&B? Because like I feel like
great question.
A lot of R&B, a lot of females out there.
Yep. First of all, I stay true to myself first, and being that like I'm from, like I said, the reason why I call myself Westside Love Child because like I have this. It's like this. It's like I want to say edgy because it's like you got an edge over someone, but for an example, I've always, sometimes I go in people's studio sessions and like it have me singing on the artists will have me come sing on the hook, but the people around will be like, when I get to singing, like they'll be confused because it's like this nigga don't look like no fucking singer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like okay, and even when sometimes when I perform, people will expect me to get up there and start rapping because of my aura, maybe sometimes my delivery. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of like I'm like I didn't really take that for. Like I wasn't really mad about it. I was like, well, I'm gonna play on that because it's kind of me. I'm from it's like it's my aura. This is where I'm from. But my talent is singing, and my this is what I'm going to be doing. And I feel like me being an R&B artist, man, I can deliver like multiple vibes to you, man. I can like right now, man. I'm including. I love to write. I'm including poetry within my R&B.
Okay, there you go.
What I'm saying? Like I got this song called Love Like Harmonies. That's gonna be on the EP, man. So I'm excited for that one, man. It's very dope and it's different for me because it's the first one that I've put included my own poetry inside my song.
Got you.
And it flows very well.
It's gonna be dope, man.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
Like, that's the artistry, man. Like when you're able to do something like that, and you're coming outside of the box of just the standard normal things that you see in a game. It really will magnify your brand when it comes time to take off because that's what we see for you, man. That's a good little segue for me, right? Because he talked about like how do you feel like you stand out in the game, right? So how do you feel about the landscape in R&B right now? Because we've had that topic on the show before a while back. You know, I can't remember what episode number we on right now, and we talked about how we feel like R&B doesn't get its right due. Like it's kind of, there's not a lot of heavyweights per se that are out in the game like maybe in that 90s, early 2000s era that we hear, but we hear more about rap and how hip hop has taken over. So how do you feel about the landscape right now?
Oh, we were talking about dominating.
Well, one thing I can say back in the 90s, man, there was some heavy hitters. There was some talented motherfuckers. Like straight up, I can't even count. Ahead, man. Like man, like the vocal strength they gave, the delivery they gave to R&B was just like it's classic. That's why people still sampling their stuff because it's
that's a
classic.
good example.
So right now, and hip hop has always been like top. You know,
hip hop is like the number one music in the world, though. So you're never gonna top that.
R&B was, it was right there. It wasn't, but right now I feel like, I kind of feel like it's the landscape of R&B is getting back to where it was.
Okay.
Music is art, and art move with time. So people have to understand. Even some of the older artists, a lot of people say, well, they're not really singing or it's just more vibey type of music. Like I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet by K Michelle. K Michelle posted. That's true. And she was like, shout out to K Michelle. She was like, I'm listening to these new artists and they're boring. I don't know what new artist she was listening to. And, but
that was a smart way to position it instead of saying the name.
So I don't know. But I can understand why she would say that, because R&B seems like it's more vibey now. But it's people have to adjust with time because.
But hip hop is more vibey now.
Exactly, and that's what I was just about to say. Another thing. Hip hop has added more melodies in their rap.
The Young Thugs,
so it's like
R&B
had to compete with the R&B artists and the rappers.
And I gotta say, damn, not only do I gotta compete against these dudes singing over here, now you rappers are singing too. Even if you ain't a real singer, you adding them extra melodies.
Exactly.
I'm ready for R&B to dominate again.
Look at that. Let's talk about
I'm still stuck in the 90s. You already know. I just shared my 90s, 2000s playlist with a stranger on Twitter.
On Twitter?
Yeah, they was like,
why you didn't share it with me? I need that playlist.
You didn't ask for it, but I got you.
You know I'm a playlist.
I got you. It's nothing. I have a playlist for every mood you can think of, literally.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to do a playlist battle.
We're supposed to do that. You're right.
I'm waiting, too. I'm going to just be sitting there.
I'm so ready for R&B to dominate.
I think y'all should do that.
No shade to hip-hop.
I think y'all should do that because, like I was telling my dog, people should have days or times where they, put their friends onto new music all the time. Like put your friend on
my friends.
We do it all the time.
We do.
Spamming me. I'll be like, damn, who's this? Because he's like the music directory. Like, he consumes albums.
I just love artists, man. I love new music.
He's gonna go like 24/7 Like, there's never not a time where he's not dropping
the whole time.
Dropping that, trying to.
Oh, like we had Coda on last week. I sent him like 3 or 4 records just to sample, like, cause you know
Coda
he be producing stuff. Coda like, man, I ain't
Shout out to Coda.
Hey man,
I'm gonna have to hit him up, see if he play with it.
Yeah. Send me some samples. Send me some R&B.
There you go.
You produce or
I don't produce. Okay. I just write, man.
Well, I send it to you. You get it to your producer.
Yeah. Send me. I do have my personal producer. So as soon as you send me the samples, you don't get to work.
In-house producer. Okay. There you go.
Well, you said you enjoy writing, right?
Yes.
Who are some of your favorite writers or some people that you inspired to write?
That's such a loaded question.
Yeah. I mean, there's some special ass writers out there though. Like
it is Sean Garrett, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sean has wrote some dope ones. Yeah, you got me thinking about it now.
Sean Garrett, Neo's vibe, man.
Oh, Neo's I can't leave Neo out.
Neo
that's true.
You know who else is like dope, man? Like new. Well, he's been around, but Eric Bellinger's like.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He slips into the conversation because he deserves.
He's underrated.
Right. Perfect, simple, one word.
Yeah, he's underrated for sure.
Yeah, because somebody put me on him, and I was like, "Who is this dude?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's nice." They was like, "Oh, you like this artist? You'll definitely like Eric Bellinger." So that's okay. Yeah, but he's a writer. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of writers, of course.
There's a lot of writers. You know, that's why they call themselves ghost writers. So you really won't really know. Only reason I pretty much know them because they advertise their music as well.
Right.
So it's kind of easy to pinpoint that they write music, but
some artists just write their own.
Exactly.
Stuff.
It's a lot of artists. I mean, who I feel like right there. I feel like The Weeknd may write his own.
I think Party. The Dream. The Dream is my dog.
Oh, I forget about him. The Dream.
Dream's cool.
The Dream is one of the goats.
Yeah.
Look at this dude, little Dream
Shader. I don't have nothing against him. Dream's cool.
He a Dream Shader, man. He a Dream Shader.
Dream's cool, but I didn't hear.
Never a hater. That's just not my guy.
That's not your stilo.
That's cool.
That's my style. You know.
That's cool.
I feel like Brent Faiyaz is a good writer.
Brent is dope.
I like that. Yeah. See, I like him.
He's a good writer, man.
Yeah.
Y'all
trying to catch me. Like I said, we don't care if we get into a little trouble. We just
Dream's a legend, though. He a legend.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He is. There's no way I can do it. Yeah. But that doesn't mean just because he might not be my guy
that you don't acknowledge it
in the game. You get what I mean? So it's no disrespect to that black.
Just like what we did with the Eminem album yesterday, you know.
Eminem's he's fire, but
I told you I put that album under my coffee
culture.
mug, man.
You got a different vendetta against Eminem.
I got no vendetta.
He can spit, bro, and it is what it is at the end of the day. But you're
right. I like getting them fired up.
That was a perfect example.
I like getting them fired up.
Somebody being a legend, even though you don't believe it. So that's cool. But
no. I know he's a legend because they say he's a legend.
He's a legend because they say he's a legend.
Because they say he is, right? Not because of
he's a legend because they say he's a legend.
He got some good positioning skills, but he don't know how to read between the lines too.
Put some respect on that man's name.
I like a little bit of him. Like B say, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Jamaica.
I have a question for you, Troy. So do you just as far as you go back musically, like 90s, 2000s, or do you also get with the old school, like...
That boy put up, listen to that Donny Hathaway. I heard it coming out the car.
You have favorites, or do you dabble in that old? Because I'm an old soul.
You're an old soul. How old?
How old? Hit you with the chin roll.
I listen to old stuff your parents probably listen to, like Delphonics, Stylistics.
And it's a lot.
The Whispers, the Dramatics. Okay. It goes on. Anita Baker's my favorite.
Anita.
Yeah.
You know? I can give you a whole rundown. So I literally listen to stuff your parents are
man.
You got the Etta James.
So I'm all the way from back there all the way to current and everything in between.
Like when it comes to like older, when it comes to like the older R&B, because it's so many back in that era that was talented, and they're like hidden. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'll just put I appreciate Apple Music for doing. I just put my Apple radio station on, like that station, that like I guess era of their R&B, and I discover all kind of new,
whatever you call it, oldies and goodies.
Oldies,
whatever.
And I discover a lot of new well, it's new to me, you know what I'm saying?
But you realize where it came from.
I realize where it came from, and like I will play it, and I'll get an inspiration from it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just find myself listening to it for maybe like a couple days, even when I'm in my writing bag. You know, so.
So what you listen to when you cleaning up in the house?
Myself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's real. That's real.
I mean, yeah, I'm constantly like my old music, and I got new music. I'm constantly like just listening, and when I'm sleeping on, because you can't just like drill yourself with your new music. Yeah. So you know, I like to listen to. Like
Do this. I'm gonna throw extra layer on top of hers. What's your go-to R&B album? If you only can have one, and it's not yours, right? One project, right? That you have to, I gotta throw that in, and I'm on this road trip or wherever I'm going. I'm on this long plane flight to LA.
Man, it's a few of them, but let me tell you this: it's a few of them. Alicia Keys is my favorite.
What album?
Oh, what is that?
My favorite is Diary.
Diary.
Okay. Yes. That's the one with Heartburn, Karma, and everything.
Yeah, man, that whole album. I remember my mom.
Was that the one with Girlfriend on it?
Yes. Okay.
Shout out to Alicia Keys.
Right. Yeah. That whole album.
And my mom really put me onto that album.
Troy's a fan. Troy's a big fan.
I'm definitely a fan, and that's another reason why I'm a fan of Snow Allegra.
Oh, we love Snow. Snow solidified.
Snow solidified.
That last album, boy.
Man,
her album has its own playlist in my Apple Music, and she's on other playlists that I have.
Oh wow,
that's my girl.
She dope. She
whole
dope.
album
She
rides,
dope.
no skips. I love her.
I heard Michael B. Jordan snatched her up.
Yes,
too.
he did. Yeah.
That boy said,
what?
And
she couldn't wait for me.
He's the main in her video for what?
Yeah, he is.
I heard Killmonger snatched her up.
And I'm not even gonna hate. They look good together.
They in the video.
You just like
that boy said in the video.
Actually,
what about real life though?
I'm not a big.
You're not a Michael B. Jordan fan?
You ain't like
him. Ooh, girl, like the rest of the women in the world.
Nah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Let her catch that man and
perimeter mall. And be in your face. You'd be like, huh?
He might get me with his personality. You know, I tell you, I'm big on personality, so he might could woo me with that.
Guess who's our guest next week on the Solidified show?
Oh yeah, we need that.
They look
Michael B. Jordan.
They look good together.
Yeah,
they look like their chemistry is A1.
I like that though. How you feel?
Yeah,
I mean, only on camera.
I like Snow.
She's nice. She's nice.
Hey, friend of the show.
Soon come. So yeah. So you say a couple show, Alicia Keys, right?
Alicia Keys.
Who ride with Alicia?
That
was cool.
Album. Like my goat lately. What I've been listening. Man.
There you go.
Man. Like I just spoke with this guy, and like when I tell him all the time, like you the closest thing that remind me to 90s R&B today.
Okay.
Y'all heard of a guy named Marco McKinnis?
No.
Yeah, I got him on the playlist.
Oh, of course you do.
And
you ain't shared it?
I got an R&B. I shared you. You got the playlist. You may not have saved it. You got it.
He a little empowered on that stool. You see what? I shared it.
You got
that.
Yeah.
I got him. I thought you was gonna give me a 5 or something.
Let's run it back. It's all love. It's all love.
You said Marco McKinnis?
The Immerse album. That's what it. The last.
I got like 3 songs on from the album.
I'm about to check
it out.
Energy.
Energy is on my playlist.
Energy.
Okay.
I forgot the other one, man. It's the Immerse. Just check out the Immerse. It's like a 5-song.
Oh, he's dope.
That's
crazy. I haven't listened to that playlist in a minute, but
we're gonna get on Marco.
We are ASAP. I'm excited.
I'm
excited.
I think I don't know. I think he's from the South, bro. Crazy thing about it, man. He was in Atlanta one time. My dog, he used to do Lyft, and my dog gave him a lift.
That's wild how that happens.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to the Uber and the Lyft, man. Like everybody I know be like running into people, and it's like the best networking.
It is.
Little side hustle for people.
Who doesn't need to catch an Uber or catch a Lyft at some point?
Yo, I meant to tell y'all that the other day. I was at Village Tavern up here around the corner.
Somebody was telling me about Village Tavern, man.
And I was over there and Bizarre from D12. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yeah, he lived out here. Yeah,
I didn't know that. He walked out, and I was like, oh.
I seen him a long time ago when I moved here. And I remember that punk when his eyes was watery.
I don't remember.
They thought he was crying and shit.
But just to saying, like, and he was jumping in an Uber, like he was trying to get somewhere. He was like, "Yo, I gotta jump in here real quick." But it's funny how that's just it really is a place for you to meet a lot of people and network and build your social network.
It is. So
okay,
I'm about to share the playlist.
Marco McKinnis, there you go.
Marco McKinnis is a dope one, and that I'm excited. Like I keep saying his name, I'm excited for Brent's new album, man.
Super. I'm excited too.
Is it Brent or Sonder?
Brent. I like Sonder too.
Okay.
But I'm more of a fan of Brent.
Right.
Sonder's cool.
I know that's his alt. I think that's like
it's like his band.
Him
and then somebody else.
There's some other folks with him on that one.
But I'm more of a fan of the Brent because it reminds me of like R&B.
Right.
Sonder's like
super vibey type of R&B artist though. He really,
he'll
get you in that. It's authentic R&B, right?
Sonder
so I don't want to use the word vibey to make it connect with what
it's kind of vibey.
Musical vibey.
It's kind of vibey.
Sonder's the tunes,
I like it though.
The melodies.
Compared to Division is vibey, because to me I think Division is his latest.
It's a mix. It's all hybrid nowadays. It's kind of like a twist.
What's that latest album he dropped? The purple.
I like the one with the black and the colors.
With the purple.
Yeah, it's just I just know.
I be getting lost with them albums.
Favorite R&B songs on there is called "Conversations in a Diner."
I
love that song. That's hard. I was just playing that last night. Every man has been at that place in a relationship with a woman. It's crazy.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw that back in the group chat later just to bring y'all back.
No, do it, because I can't name songs off, but I've listened to my Division album several times. Very vibey.
One of them's like a plus and a minus. I can't remember the.
I can't remember.
It's like a Division sign.
He said I'm losing it.
Yeah, I believe. But yeah, man. So 10 years from now.
10 years.
Where do you want to be, man?
10 years from now, the world will know who Troy Lyricz. The world will know who Troy Lyricz is. And that would be from my music, singles, album, but mainly
writing credits.
Writing credits.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
The writing credits, man. The world, they may not know who I am because I could be your favorite ghostwriter, but I definitely will find wealth within the music industry.
Okay.
I will find wealth. I will be wealthy from the music industry.
That's fine, man. Good.
Along with other non-music related investments.
I know, we heard so earlier.
a plethora.
That's how you gotta do it, man. You gotta build that wealth, build that legacy, multiple ways. But all right, man. So you gonna stick around with us a little bit?
Let's do it. I'm all about the fun. Let's do it.
We appreciate you, man. All right, it's all yours. Let me get this cup real quick. Let's get Troy's cup.
Y'all know what time it is. Let's get you guys.
It's the tea time, huh?
It's tea time.
Let me get a little clink and hit my man.
Clink.
We do an air clink.
This is my favorite part. It's time for Tea with Lola B, guys. So today on the couch.
You know she gonna switch it up.
Here we go.
No.
Yeah, she be doing that too, Troy. We just gonna let you know.
That was so fun.
We have a full discussion right before about, hey, this is the topic.
Because they don't know to the day of. So that's already a surprise.
Okay.
But one episode we had a whole discussion, and I literally switched it up right here on the spot. They was like, what? Ali was tight. Ali was the tightest.
They say I was tight.
What?
I didn't think I was that tight. Was I tight?
You was like, what?
I was taken aback.
Yeah, you found it difficult to wrap your head around.
Said you was tight, so you was tight.
He was like, what? Whoa.
D-Lo said I was tight. I was taken aback.
He was taken aback.
Oh, man.
Nah, I'll sprinkle a little bit of that every now and then just to keep it spicy.
Keep
it spicy. But no, today, so we're going to talk about lies. The lies and the alibis in a relationship. And do you think the relationship can thrive after such lies? Whether big, small.
You have to tear this one down a little bit.
Yeah, you can really
have to tear it apart. Yeah.
You can really break it down, like lies as it pertains to cheating. It could be lies as it pertains to things that, hell, somebody could go into a relationship lying about their job, what they do, and then you fell in love, and months later you find out, you just been living this whole life.
Tell me you ain't got no job.
Right, you might not have a job at all, or you might be like, I work here,
work tomorrow.
I do this, I do that, and then you come to find out you don't. Like, how does that really change things? Like, can you really thrive after someone? Because once you start lying, it's hard to come back from that. Because a lot of people feel like, if you lie about something small, you'll definitely lie about something big when you got stuff on the line.
That's true.
So, it's hard to feel like, damn, I got to question, everything and second guess everything you say now. Nobody wants to live like that. So I'm just wondering, do y'all think a relationship can thrive after lies?
Troy.
Okay. See, right on me. Spotlight right on me. Yeah.
It's like, damn, I'm trying to think how I feel about it. It's got shoes.
Okay. What do you think? I hope you're not a liar, Troy.
Ooh. Yeah. So no. I'm not a liar.
He just kind of bypassed that.
I'm not a liar. No, I'm not a liar.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I was going to say that when you're in a position like that, any type of situation, I feel like a person should, if a person lied to you, and you're in this position where you're like, do I leave? Do I trust again? Ask yourself, I need some time, and sit down and ask yourself, have you lied? Have you been in that position? Because a lot of people point the fingers when they're on the opposite side.
That's
throw stones at a glass house.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of understand what a person, why they may be lied, or it's why I say in a relationship, it's important to be understanding and have an open mind. Understanding
is necessary.
Yeah, it's necessary. Yeah, it doesn't mean accept the bullshit.
Absolutely not.
But it's just like I said, put yourself in their shoes and like, okay,
empathize.
Shit. If you just got out of your last relationship, you was lying like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, maybe this is my karma. Goddamn, okay, right. let me talk to her or whatever. Let's have a conversation and see what we could meet.
That's like, just to try to piggyback on that, because I agree with you, right? I don't want to make this a black and white situation, because of course I want you to be as honest as possible all the time with me, because I'm like you. I don't lie. I'd rather hurt your feelings and tell you the truth.
Right.
You can always respect the truth.
Right, and that's the point.
Because it's like, I know you could have lied.
Yep.
So I'm going to respect you just off the strength that you didn't. And you knew you had a lot on the line, and you knew you had a lot to risk, and you respected me enough to be honest with me.
So to piggyback him and then to throw a doozy at you, right, and put a layer on it, right? So
because we love layers.
Say, when you blow up off of Solidified Podcast and your various other ventures that you do out there, Lola B, right? And you're this brand, right? And you got a guy who's like, damn, he's genuine, right? It's not just because you blew up, right? But he sees it. He's like, man, I really love Lola B. I love everything. I know everything about her. I've been researching, things that most people don't know about her. I've met her like twice. I don't know how I'm gonna get her. I don't know how I'm gonna get her, right? Joe Goldberg, shout out to you on that.
Like Joe, man.
But yeah,
sounds like Joe.
He's like, I really need. Hey, you.
I can fix you.
I can fix you. It's okay. But yeah, with all that built up, right? He's like, I gotta figure out a way to get her attention, right? I need to get her, right? And he rent the Lambo, right? He got the nice little whip or whatever it might be, whatever.
I know he gonna drop a bomb on me, y'all.
I'm telling
you, build up.
Whatever it is, right? And he got the little Airbnb condo downtown somewhere in the penthouse, whatever it is, right? And he's just portraying this guy, right? That he's not really him. But deep down inside, he's a good guy, and he takes you on a couple of dates. Things look really good, but then you find out he's lying. He lied
about what?
He lied about his whole.
Oh, because what he was
money.
He was portraying these things to be his. Right. Like this is his Lambo.
Like he can
this is his penthouse.
This is his stuff. Mm-hmm. But you've been vibing with him, right? 3-4 weeks, things are going really well. You found out great things about him, right? That have nothing to do with the money and the other things that he lied about, right?
But other real things.
Right? Y'all are sitting on the couch. He loves to cook, whatever it might be,
Where
right?
We sitting on the couch? His rented Airbnb still?
Right. Whatever. It might be your couch now, right? It might not be there no more.
Okay.
But do you forgive him for lying about that now that y'all have that connection?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I can't do the flex bomb, right?
I guess it would depend.
Nigga went through too much trouble to lie to you.
I was just gonna say, so kind of like piggybacking off of what Troy said, I would want to find out why you lied.
Right.
Okay.
Because if you just a dirtbag ass nigga and you just be putting on with females and this is your is your thing, then it's like, hell no, like I'm done, I'm gone, like I'm mad corny. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like oh, you're here, I'm here, I wanted to impress you, like I just thought, you know.
Because he probably thought you was just that type of girl.
Maybe.
Like thought that was the only
like
way to get in.
Right.
I mean, that would suck if I was putting that out into the atmosphere. Like
which you don't. I ain't gonna do you dirty like that. But I just had to, you never know, like he said.
Right.
Somebody might just assume that because you're, and that's why I built the story up to say who you were. Right.
So that's why, so it would honestly depend. Because if I feel like you are a liar and you just be putting on and this is your thing and this is who you are, then you could kick rocks.
Shit, Lola, you don't have to have been the blown up Lola. Yeah, you could be the Lola right now. The dudes will lie just to kind of get on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And even
even in
those let's not get started. Even in those instances, it's later you cancel, period. Because
cooked. Damn. Yeah, so your simplified answer is it's a no for me.
Yeah,
dog.
It's a no for me if that's the type of person you are. But like I said, if it's a situation where it's like, you know what, that was stupid of me. Right. I just this was my intent. You know,
it's not a no for me. That's what I was talking about.
I wanted to impress you. Perhaps I went about it the wrong way. Like having that conversation, like, okay, well, tell me why you felt like you had to lie. Because I'm a communicator. All the way. I want to talk about everything. How did we arrive here? Because if we have a chance, let's try to avoid getting here again. Okay. Let's not deal with, I'm all for, people have issues, I'll deal with something new. I don't want to deal with the same types of issues over and over again. So if there's a chance for us, it's like, let's identify where things went wrong, and hopefully we can avoid that in the future. But in that instance, yeah, I definitely want to spark up a conversation. Like, why did you feel you had to? Yeah, like, why did you feel you had to do that? And you know, depending on that, we could still possibly rock, so it's not an automatic no.
For me, it's like a major lie, it's a wrap. Like, I feel like people deserve second chances, and maybe I would have to say I'm
that person, Jesus.
That you would give second chances. Yeah, you are.
I see the good. The good in people.
We ain't gonna throw sis under the bus.
Please don't. But that is one of my moves. I don't know if it's the God in me, or I don't know if that's a flaw. I don't really know what it is, a character flaw or what. But
Shout out to Pen.
I always.
No names, no face, no case.
I always see the good in people. It's gonna be my downfall. I feel like
you learn it.
I don't think you can be a downfall.
That's what we said about love, right?
Yeah,
love is meant to be.
My heart is just so pure, and I really pull out the good. You could be telling me a husband, it's like, well, but they also do this, or they're still this. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna always cup half full of something.
You can be a good mom.
Ooh.
Thanks.
I need my mom, because you know you're gonna hold your son down. He gonna be.
Yeah, that's true too.
Or your daughter.
So I mean, for me, it's like if it's a big lie, and it was like, man, everything about you is built on that lie, then I can't do it. Right. I would have to say that it also can depend on, like, if I'm in a relationship for a very long time, and something comes up where you did like make a mistake. Not cheating, because cheating's a one and done for me. I'm married, but cheating's a one and done for me. But if it's something else that you messed up on and you lied about it, I think I can talk through that. Like, I can be like, all right, why are you
something
lying?
recent, like, though, from the past? Like, you're addressing something now that you just found out may have occurred way back when, or something they fucked up and something happened now in the present?
I mean, it could be both, right? Because if I stay with the person, obviously, and then they bring up something from the past, or something I addressed from the past that would probably be on me, right? If I addressed something from the past that I knew was a problem, or I knew that you lied about and I just stayed with you anyways, I feel like I would have to take some accountability for that. But if it's something new, is really what I'm more so looking for. I feel like I could get over it just depending on the circumstances of the discussion that we have that followed, that era. So
okay,
perhaps it's a lot of gray area.
It is. I mean, it is. Yeah, it is definitely a lot of gray area. It's a lot of a lot of layers. You can pull back.
Talk about perhaps in the bag. What about you, Ollie?
Right. Please enlighten.
Go ahead, bro. Let me hear something.
And we already know black men don't cheat.
BMDC.
Well, that's a fact.
I felt like he was going to lead with that.
That's how we hit it.
Troy's like, I support that message.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah. There we go. You need to make a record.
I know.
I feel like it's oversaturated, though. You may need to get on the remix or something.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a jingle.
I'll send you and your producer a sample.
BMDC.
Yeah, let's do that.
BMDC.
No,
I need the T-shirt, too, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
With the Solidified logos on it.
Website coming soon.
Merch.
Already in the works.
You've been informed. But nah, man, lying, I don't really like lying. That's probably like, lying and stealing is like two things that I can't really.
You said lying and what?
Lying and stealing is just like,
spooky.
Spooky hours.
Stealing's probably the worst, but lying is like right under that. It depends on what you lie about. If it's like something, if it's something small where it's like, come on, bro, why you just ain't tell me that?
My mama told me never steal and never tell on folks.
Who that?
Just plugging that in. That was Meek.
Oh, that was you?
I said that was Meek. Meek
Mill. Shout out to Meek. Yeah,
man.
But lying, I don't know. It depends. If it's, a white lie, like something that's, little white lie.
It's like, damn.
Yeah, you probably, if it's obviously something you can get through, of course you're gonna get through that. But if it's like a big lie that's gonna continue to go, like if it's gonna affect your relationship going forward, and it's always gonna be in the back of your mind or something like that, then you just probably need to remove yourself from that situation.
Yeah, because what you don't want to do is continue to bring up the past.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna if it's something that if it's a lie that happened, or if it's something that happened, then you're in a position where you're just like, okay, do I move on? Do I end it?
You gotta make a decision.
You need to make that decision. True. And once you make that decision, don't
stand on that.
Don't keep dwelling on it.
That's true.
I'm big on that too, because when you've truly forgiven someone, it's not fair to continue to attack them.
Beating them over the head
with it.
Yeah.
Because then you haven't really forgiven them. And if that's the case, that's fine too. But don't say that you have and inside you really haven't, and you're really not ready to progress and move on if you're always gonna hold that over someone's head.
Correct. Because it ain't fair. It ain't fair.
That's not fair. That's definitely not fair. People, I mean, people fuck up.
Yeah.
Players fuck up.
Players fuck up.
For sure.
People fuck up. So, depending on what it is, where you guys are at, whatever your foundation is set upon, then it's like it's just not fair to stigmatize somebody and ignore everything else good and everything else you know about them and hold this one thing over their head. Like, this makes them the person they are. Like, no, all these other things that happen, all this other, all the other bricks of the foundation that we built are still real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That don't negate everything else that we've built.
Fix your shirt, player.
So,
can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
It's a little bit aside from what we're talking about, but do you guys feel as the sex ruin relationships before it's already?
Ooh.
Wait, what you mean?
Second topic. T with Lola B. I like that.
Part two.
He flipped the switch.
Before you guys already made the commitment, make it official, and you guys, during the dating stage or talking stage, does it ruin relationships? Does it
ruin?
I mean, I want to say ruin, but does it could it?
I know what you're talking about.
I know it could
taint the success of the relationship?
Yeah,
that makes sense. That falls in line with ruin, in my opinion. I don't think so. I think you could just be talking, right, and y'all really could be vibing. It could be the first couple of days, and y'all just smash. Y'all get it up. Y'all make love, whatever you want to call it, right in that moment. I think, to me, if it's going to be successful, it probably would be one of them real make love type of sessions. Like, we have a connection. This is my shorty. Even though we haven't, made the official label,
we know this is where
this is where we're going after this moment right here. Right. So I don't think it has to ruin or taint it.
I feel like with that, exactly. I'm with you. Okay. It's like, as you both made an adult decision to have sex.
You sure did.
You know what I'm saying? And it's when you have to be aware that once you make that decision, now you got to be mature about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like sex ruins a possibility of commitment. I feel like it's the communication.
Yes,
you know what
100%.
I'm saying? Like, shit.
Yeah, communication is everything.
Let it be known. Like, shit, we just smashed.
Right, because if you think it's going to be something that it's not going in that direction, then you have sex, then now you all bitter, now you all, because you feel emotionally attached, you feel like you've been, lied to and stuff like that. So, yeah, it definitely does boil.
And I feel like sometimes, too, it kind of get messed up to where you think you possibly could have something with that person, and y'all end up smashing, and then it's like, because it don't be the sex that it might just be like some other things that kind of triggering you off where it's like you don't really want to go in that route. And that's when it's, I guess, the whole thing about sex. If it wasn't for if we didn't have sex, you know what I'm saying? That's when that come a play is like, it ruined. Like, well, it really wasn't the sex. It was just like it was just other things. I really,
we with you.
So.
Yeah, I don't think sex would ruin it. I think the only thing, sex before being solidified in your relationship,
solidified.
would I think it can cloud your vision. That's how I feel about it. A lot of people are like, oh, I popped this conversation off once on Twitter, and some people were like, no, like what you waiting for? What's the difference between now and then and stuff like that? And I feel like the difference is, for some people, it could be men or women like me. I'm very emotionally driven, so it can really cloud your judgment. You know what I mean? Because you're in this euphoric state, or if the sex is good and y'all connect on that level, you're in this euphoric state. You might be ignoring signs, ignoring red flags, not addressing stuff that needs to be addressed, not having proper conversations about important things in your relationship or what you want out of a relationship.
Or what if it's the other way around, where it's like the sex isn't euphoric, and they got everything else. It's like, so.
Well, that depends. Some people feel like sex is a deal breaker, or some people feel like you can work past that. Some people are teachable, some are not. So I guess it just depends on if you have the patience And if everything else good outweighs, if you like, all right, can I work with this person on the sex tip? Do they have potential?
Fellas, make sure you listen to your lady.
Do they have potential to satisfy
Learn
me?
your lady.
But that's communication,
But hold on. Because what you just said about teachable, I had to kind of jump off of that, man. You know, we always go on tangents on the Solidified Podcast. Ladies, make sure you listen to your man, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
You know, at the end of the day, because there's been times in the past, man, and, you know, shout out to Coco. You know,
team us.
My jersey's in the rafters, but in the past, right, there's been women where you're like, I'm doing my thing, and she's just on fish mode. And you like, I know you liking it. But can you do some other things that can bring to the table? Yeah, for real. That's a deal breaker for me.
That like, I don't care. It all boils back to communication. You got to tell your partner what you like. Tell your partner what you don't like. Yeah. It's definitely, it can be awkward. I've been in that situation
women
before.
Be thinking, because I got a fat ass.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing.
Just chill. Nope, and it's like, nah.
That is not what that means.
You better get them Megan Thee Stallion things. You better get it going.
That is not what that means. And the older that I get, I'm becoming more vocal in various areas. You know what? I'm not doing this. I don't like that. This is what I do need. I'm not just gonna deal with something that I'm not with or I'm not into. If I need more, I'm gonna vocalize. And if you want more, let me know. You know, if I need to learn how to do a backflip, if that's what you like, then let me know. You know, if you worth it, like let me know, because if there's some longevity to what we got going on, then sex is important regardless of what people may say. It is an important factor in a relationship. Not the most important, but is it important? Absolutely. So if there's something that we can both contribute to make it better so that could be better in the long run, then absolutely let me know what you want or what you don't want, because I'm gonna let you know what I want and what I don't want.
You know what the best thing to add on to your second Tea with Lola B question, part two, which is dope. He doubled up on us. I like that.
I like that.
What I can double on top of that and say is, we spoke about love languages, right? And we were talking about that. If physical touch, right, isn't your love language, like one of your top love languages, maybe it won't taint it if the two people don't have that as their top thing. So that's a great way to say how you can know if a person's gonna be like, you know what, we got a connection in a lot of other areas. You do a lot of other great things. I don't think it'll ever taint our relationship, because we both either don't really care about sex that much, or we're trash at sex, whatever it might be. But
it's understandable. Yes,
no, that love language is definitely important, because you may have all the love in the world to give, but if you're not loving someone how they desire to be loved, then there is going to be blurred lines and a break in the connection. I've been in a relationship before where I've had constant back and forth all throughout the course of the relationship, not realizing that our top because what is it, 5 categories?
I think it's like 5. I think it's at least 4 or 5.
I think it's at least 5.
Words of affirmation, gifts,
quality time,
and then I think there's one more.
Did you say physical touch?
Acts of service.
Acts of service. That's the 5th one.
That's what it is. Goes. And this person,
we know Troy knows his love language.
This person was, I've expressed my top every time I take the test. My top is always words of affirmation.
Because it changes. It changes sometimes as you grow.
Yeah. So far, that hasn't changed for me. And this person was physical touch.
Yeah.
And
just trying to
I'm not
stroke it down. Listen, all this other fucking confirmations you
not
need.
Even on that tip.
I'm gonna show you.
Not even on that
tip. Words of affirmation.
But I'm not a physically clingy person. I'm not gonna be hanging. We could be in the bed chilling. If this was the bed, you could be over there and I'm over here, and we cool. There's no beef. We both just in the bed chilling, and that was not okay for this person.
You need to get your ass over there.
Why you over there? You need to be over here. Yes, I need to touch. We need to be touching. We need to be this or cuddling, and it's just that's I can be easily smothered.
It's just the effect that you have on people. I guess I don't know. Shit,
that's cute.
I'm just playing. That's cute. Thanks, bro, for always hyping me up.
But so that is so important, because that was a big thing for this person, and if they weren't getting it, then they were feeling like I was lacking in the love department. That was a super big thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to do all these things to show you that I do, but you're not receiving that.
Show that man some love,
because that's not your love language.
Just put the leg on him. Just put the leg.
I was but I was with it. I was with it. I'm all for a compromise. Okay. They wanted more than I could give because at this point, you're trying to change who I am as a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I can meet you halfway and I'm all for a compromise. But I still am who I am at the end of the day. And I'm not trying to change you. And I don't want you to try to change me. And that's what it started seeming like. You knew who I was when you met me. And I've never switched up in this category.
Man, like I've been
the same, you know. So it's true. Like it's not fair to me that now you're holding me to these expectations and trying to paint me out to be like, you know, I'm not. My love is not on 100, you know, for you just because I don't do these things that you would like. Like that's never been me. But I'm trying.
You just wasn't feeling that dude, B.
Yeah,
it's like, but I'm trying, but that wasn't enough, and that sucked because it was just like shit. If there's an issue and when somebody presents an issue and you could see someone actively working on it, you deserve some credit. Rome was not built in a day. Yes. But if I see you taking action and making efforts to try to appease me or make me happy or feel, you know, more secure, whatever it is, then fucking kudos to you. But I was not getting no love. It was like shit. Well, I don't know what the hell else you want me to do. I've done all that I can, and this is just not the person that I am.
Yeah, that's
so.
It's all good.
If that's a deal breaker, then I'm sorry. I don't know what else I can contribute.
Yeah, I don't think sex taints the relationship. Well, the potential of the relationship, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't either. Like I said, I think it could cloud your vision, but I don't think it would. I don't think it taints or ruins or anything in terms of the relationship.
Brother Ali, you got any?
I was just listening to y'all, man. I was appreciating y'all commentary. I mean, I don't think it taints. I mean, I think it's like I said, communication is everything. So if something ain't working,
a lot of things go back to communication. Go back to communication.
Hey, that's the number one thing in a relationship, though.
It is.
Communication and trust.
It is.
Which are still intertwined. But yeah, communication and trust, that's really, I feel like that's a foundation for sure.
Boom, boom.
So yeah, so I mean, what do y'all, so you feel like, you kind of seemed like you was like, hell no, lies and
with your boy?
Nah.
That scenario he gave us earlier, I feel like buddy was just insecure. Like people that be faking it to get with somebody. Like I don't really like. I mean, everybody's insecure to a certain extent.
That wouldn't even warrant a conversation. You wouldn't even want to have a conversation.
This joker, well, not dude, but you know, this joker created a whole new life just to get with me. Like, nah, bruh.
Okay.
Just to be yourself. If you can't be yourself around me, I don't want to. I don't want to be with you.
I understand. So done deal for you.
Cook.
Bro, was it a
lying?
deal?
Remember, I said I already told you that mine's just a great. No, it's a gray area.
It was the cheating that was
all about
done.
Yeah, if you lie about cheating, it's all
right. Okay, Troy.
And for me, as far as lying, it's more so like I said, just
kind of gray area.
It's a gray area.
Look, I'm gonna lie a couple times, so
no. No. So like I said, I'm always being real with myself, and it depends on the lie.
Yeah,
you know, like
for me, yeah, I agree.
You know, we all have flaws and everything, but and that goes about when it comes to relationship, realizing that we all have flaws and asking yourself. What are you willing to put up with?
Oh, that is a major thing because what one person will, another won't.
Exactly.
Everybody has got their limits, and you need to decide what are yours, what are your boundaries, and what are your limits.
That's why it's not so good to listen to other people when they give relationship advice.
Right.
You know,
everybody's different. We all have different thresholds.
First of all, you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. Exactly. That's number one, because shit could look real good on the outside and be in shambles on the inside. But that
goes with that communication thing. If you guys, but that's where it leaves room for everybody to have opinions in when you guys not communicating amongst each other. Now y'all seeking for communication for your friends or other, and now y'all listening. You know,
that's why when we talk about not giving up that information to those people, like I'll share some things from my marriage, right? Me and my wife, I always say, if we have a problem, if something happens and we have a breakdown in communication that we're gonna work back to, right? Don't tell anything to your parents. Don't tell anything to your closest friends because
that's all they're gonna
forgive.
See. Yeah, you do.
But they'll never forgive, right? In their minds, they're always like, well, man, Sean, you a scumbag.
I'm that person.
I remember what you did to so-and-so,
I hold grudges for my friends. They be unforgiving. I'm like, hell no.
And she agreed with me. She said, everything stays in-house. We promote positive relationships, things for black love because we need more of that. And the things that we have in-house that we need to work through, we'll work through because things come up in the marriage in the house.
So I agree. I support that message.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, as usual, thank you guys for participating and being so transparent. Mm-hmm. I always appreciate the transparency. And I just love getting opinions from my guys. Like, not being biased. Oftentimes, as us ladies, we have a lot of these conversations with our lady friends and stuff like that. So it's just nice to get nice, unbiased opinions from guys, you know, that are close to us and things like that. So, yeah, I always appreciate that. You guys, as always, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys feel. Y'all staying after lies. Y'all, the relationship is dead. Let me know. Let me know also in the comments below what you guys want to hear on Tea with Lola B. Give me some topic ideas. Tell me what you guys want to hear so we can talk about it and pop something off. But like I said, as always, thank you guys for tuning in to Tea with Lola B.
All right. So that's what y'all all been waiting for, man. We got, you know, young Troy Lyricz on the couch with us. You know, we gonna do some solidified on the spot today.
I'm excited.
Let my man, you know, showcase his talent. Raw acapella. You know, we do that raw.
Yeah.
You know, we give you that opportunity. So, Troy, the floor is yours, my man.
Take it away.
I've been denying everything. How I don't fuck with love. See, I'm not the man that I know. I've been going through some things. Besides just running with the gang, I've been focused on my goals. See, I can fuck on anything, but it's nothing like your own. I'm just thinking out loud. And it goes like, Lord, send me my lady.
Hey.
Just don't let her play me, 'cause I'll never love again. Lately, I've been okay with just running up paper. Don't think I need love again.
Hey. Solidify on the spot.
I wish I could say it.
That's what it makes you feel. Every time somebody kill it.
I mean, because when I'm in the car, I be killing
anytime
it.
Somebody kill it,
in real life, I feel like I wish I could say it.
Car karaoke
appreciate
with
y'all, man.
Troy killed it, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Lyricz, man.
Killed
we really appreciate you, man.
Thank
that
you.
was amazing, man.
Thank you.
And like we say, we would not have Troy on the couch
if he was trash.
Right? So Troy,
we say that all the time.
Troy's definitely solidified. He did his thing today with us. You know, is there anything else you want to say to the people out there?
So right now, like I said, I'm focusing on new music. You can expect a new song right now. It's called Out the Rapper. It's coming out in March. It's a little vibey, man. I'm releasing at a perfect time, springtime. Can't release it at a better time for this song. Vibey type of, you know, good family type dancing record. Man, it's gonna be dope. So Out the Rapper will be dropping very soon, and I'm excited about that.
Okay, we are too.
We're definitely excited about that. When you said Out the Rapper, for a second there, I thought you was talking about when you reaching the dresser.
Oh yeah, so it's like since I'm solidified, and I appreciate y'all for bringing me on. So I'm gonna go ahead and when I came out with the title, it's basically like, you know, it's a thick girl, like busting out. It's like it's say, Lil Mama, what it do? I'm trying to know you. Busting out the rapper, them thighs, it's on you. No mileage on you, alignment on you.
Okay.
Busting out them jeans, no time for these fools. I'm from the West, boo, don't wanna stress you. Busting out the rapper, your mama blessed you. You must be a pro. You don't need a pole.
Solidified exclusive.
Yes, exclusive. You heard it here. You heard it here first.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm excited. It sounds like me.
Look at
Okay.
Inspirations.
Okay.
But yeah, we like always, Solidified family. We're gonna make sure that we have all the Troy Lyricz, you know, links and contact information down in the description below, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. So that way you make sure you go over and follow him and all the socials and everything, and make sure you show my man some love, man. Big time love, okay? But once again, it's your boy King Shiz.
It's your man Ali the Great.
It's Lola B.
Oh yes, the Westside Love Child, Troy Lyricz.
Peace, all love. Solidified, we love you.
Peace.
Cool.
Hey man, it's the Westside Love Child, Troy Lyricz, man. So I just been solidified. Make sure y'all tune in to the Solidified Podcast.